All right, we'll see you in a few.
Hi folks, I'm Larry Ladowski with Midwest Outdoors. That was a buddy of mine, Tab Walker. He says the bass fishing bite is on at Newton Lake. We were coming home from Kentucky Lake. We'd had an early shoot. We got a few hours to spare, so we're gonna head on over to Tab and Vicky's place, do a little early evening bass fishing, see if we can catch a few. Come along and join me. All right, Tab, let's go.
All right, you ready to catch them?
Ready.
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, buddy.
Man, you first cast out there and you banged him.
You called it. Tab, you weren't kidding, the bite's on.
Absolutely. I tell you what, we've been just catching them one after another on that bait right there.
Fat fish too, chunky. Let's go get another. That's a good one.
Yeah, man, I just stopped that thing for 1 second and he came up and got it. That's a pretty good fish right there.
That is.
That's a real nice one. That's my first fish on the cutter.
Way to go.
This thing has extremely sharp hooks. You can see this fish is hooked everywhere he could possibly be hooked. There, that fish couldn't get away in a month of Sundays. So for the first fish of the day, I'll take that every time. Got him. Boy, I just paused that for a second and bang. He said, I'm gonna eat that. Yeah, about a 14-incher, just a fat little 14-inch fish. Yeah, that's the key with this jerkbait. I tell you, you can pause them, and that's typically when they hit the bait.
Yeah, I noticed you have a special cadence when you throw those, don't you?
Yeah, so I mix it up a little bit, but I usually go twitch, twitch, stop, twitch, twitch, twitch. So I'll go 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 1, but then I'll stop it for, you know, maybe sometimes as long as 2 or 3 seconds in between. And that's typically when they're hitting them.
I always say that when you use a bait, watch how the minnow runs. I mean, a minnow does not run true and just straight to its location. What they do is they dart about. And when you're doing that twitch, twitch, pause, what that bait's doing is twitch, twitch, pause. Twitch, twitch, pause. And that's the way a minnow swims in the water, so. Beauty. Another fish boil fish. Caught it right off those weeds. Come here, baby. You know, Tab, we're using these new Berkeley baits today. They came out with a whole series of them, but they've got deep diving crankbaits, shallow running, lipless, and I tell you, these hooks on them, at the same time they came out with these baits, they came out with new hooks. They called it the Fusion, and they are sticky.
He just now, I think, figured out that he's hooked and he doesn't like it. Look at that, look at the size of that one.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
Yeah, that's a good one there. Come here, baby.
They're liking that cutter today.
They are liking the cutter. All right, come aboard. I'm gonna keep my fingers well away from these
Sharp Fusion 19 hooks.
Just look at that thing's hooked all over the place. That's another nice fish. I'll tell you what, that one's 18 or 19 inches long too. That's pretty healthy bass. Probably going the 3.5 pound range. So we'll take as many of those as we can get to bite. Yeah, so we're on a little point right here, and we were kind of fishing up close, and then a couple of swirls happened out here, and we saw the shad kind of scatter, and I said, you know what? There's a few bass chasing shad right there. Let's see what happens. And right there's one of the culprits.
Tab, how big is Newton Lake?
Newton is 1775 in acreage. It's about 5 miles. It's a V-shaped lake, about 5 miles from tip to tip. Fishable all year round.
Yeah, because that's a power plant lake.
Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, the warm water makes these bass grow probably 3 or 4 times the rate that a normal bass would grow. So this bass right here is probably only a year or 2 old, and it's already this big, and in a couple more years it'll be this big. Ooh. Got a little school there, don't we?
Something. A little flat coming off here.
There's none. There's another one. There is a plethora of bass out there, Larry.
Plethora.
Right in this one spot. They're not real big ones, or at least we haven't found the big ones yet. I'm kind of skiing this one right across the water because I want to get back out there. They are biting. There's a fish right there too.
Yep.
Oh, gosh.
Boom.
Won't eat it yet, but he's sure after it.
He's not happy. There he goes.
There he goes. This is a bigger one.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
How you like topwater fishing, Larry?
I love it.
Look at there.
Whoa, that's a handful, buddy.
That's a Newton Lake bass for you.
Yes, it is.
That's what makes us famous right there.
That's a beauty.
Get you some of that.
Hey, I want to thank you for joining us today and having us down here. That was
man,
beautiful.
I love having you guys down here.
In a last-minute pinch, that wasn't bad at all.
I like it.
Folks, I'm Larry Ladowski with Midwest Outdoors. We'll catch you later.